Recorded live in Austin, Texas, USA, it's the William Montgomery Show. Starring William Montgomery and the devious Casey Rocket. With the Tony Chin Orchestra. The William Montgomery Jr. Dancers. As always, William is joined by the lovely Erica. I'm Casey Rocket. And now here he is. The Big Red Machine, the Memphis Strangler, William Montgomery.
And also, Grant, I hope you heard what Casey said, though. Yes, it's Mr. Lazer. I don't think you call him Uncle Lazer right now. I mean, they don't really know each other like
Mr.
that.
Lazer? Sir Lazer?
Or whatever. I don't know.
Hell, y'all can call me Steven if you like. I don't really... Whatever.
Stephen Lazer.
Steven Lazer.
Lazer. Yeah, whatever, dude. Right. Just happy to be here, dude. His car got towed. We're in the fucking evidence room.
Yeah, I got to go to the evidence room after this. Yeah, nobody heard this, but car got towed last night. And I get there, I get to where I'm parked, and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of high. I misremember where I parked. I'm like, that has to be. I misremember, and then I really start doing my brain. And I'm like, no, that's where I parked because I saw the eating chicken wings. I noticed they were eating chicken wings. I'm like, I'm about to hit these things when I'm parking. And then I noticed they were there. So when I saw the chicken wings, I was like, oh, shit, that's where I was parked.
Yeah.
My car is gone.
And the bone graveyard. Well, this episode, as always, is brought to you by Z-Bar. Pass that to Mr. Lazer.
These are really good.
Can we eat it on air? Or is it,
Oh, yeah.
Is it
Absolutely.
Do whatever you like.
Cool.
We'd be sad if you didn't.
Z-Bar?
Erica can interest you in a Z-Bar.
I'm good today.
All right. Okay.
I'm
and
deep.
you're playing Tetris over there. Gonna maybe beat a high score.
Maybe.
Damn, that's good.
Keeping busy.
I know. Aren't these things pretty good? They're really good.
They're super tasty, and they're good for you.
Yeah, it's the kids' version of Cliff Bar, Z-Bar.
Dope.
They help you grow, and they help you sleep.
I don't think legally we can say they're good for you.
Well, it says UDSA organic.
It's organic. It helps your bones. There's a lot of calcium. There's something in here that helps your bones. It helps growing bones for little kids. And we're trying to get them as a sponsor. We're trying to get any sponsor, quite frankly. So if you're watching this and you own a business, we're looking for sponsors desperately. So we need to get a hold of Z-Bar somehow. We have to get a hold of them.
We're barely staying afloat.
Yeah, I mean, and Casey's not kidding. We're literally barely staying.
We're hanging on by a thread.
I'm underselling it, if anything.
And thank you, because I'd be real scared if you were actually talking about it, because I know how emotional you can get talking about it. I get emotional. It's like, oh, my God.
Well, let's just say Q2. If Q2 doesn't work out, there won't be a Q3.
No. And maybe we don't want to say for who, but it's going to be for us, not for us, and not for some other people, some specific people too.
Then we're taking them down with us.
Yes. We're talking Virginia Tech.
Grant.
No, and I'm kidding about that.
What?
Grant, our podcast goes, the whole studio goes.
Y'all have an energy drink sponsor?
No.
I'm actually meeting with one after this. You want me to send them your way?
Put in a good word. If you can.
Yeah, 100%. That's it. I got an ad guy, so.
Oh, my gosh.
Whatever you need.
Yeah, please. Yeah, what's the drink?
It's like a pre-workout thing, but it's for gamers, not for working out. You take it before you game. Swear to God. I met him at the weed show Friday, and he gave me a big goodie bag. He goes, hey, man, can we talk about sponsorship? And he wants to go have lunch after this. I said, hell, and it's like, I was like, you take this just to play video games? And he's like, yeah. I go, I'm in, bud.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get all geetered out on fucking...
What's it called? Do you know?
It's in the back of my Blazer.
Okay.
I'll tell you off show. But seriously, if you need, I'll send him your way. He's looking for sponsors.
Please do.
Yeah.
Hey, looks like Q2 is going to roll into Q3. Okay, we're back.
I know. Let's hope.
William, you do big game. That could be helpful for your.
It could be helpful for me.
Ender's
Do you
scroll.
Twitch? Do you Twitch or not? Do you stream or anything?
Well, I twitch sometimes after I get off the toilet.
There we go.
Like my arms, because I've been holding it so hard.
He's doing bits.
he's running jokes.
He's doing his
Hey,
minutes.
thanks for having me, dude. So glad you could come run jokes by me, dude.
A Twitch stream.
He twitches and he streams.
Hell yeah.
Classic.
But seriously, fucking prune juice. I've been drinking a coffee cups. I don't know how many ounces it is, but I filled up to the very tippy top of the coffee cup and I chug one. And I swear to God, an hour later at most, it's violently
it's time.
coming out of my butt.
You do this all the time?
Well, I started doing it the past several days because I started doing the workout stuff again a little, which has felt really good. But I've been drinking I drink a little freaking whey protein after I work out with some 2% milk.
Sure.
And that has been clogging my ass up.
Yeah.
So after 2 days, I was like, okay, got to do something.
the
Now he's
system.
addicted to diuretics.
Yeah, now I'm addicted to fucking prune juice, but it's like expensive. It's like $7 for like a kind of a small bottle.
It's not cheap. Yeah, it's not
A
cheap.
nightmare. I didn't know it's so expensive.
How much can a small bottle make you? Like, how many days of pooping is that?
3 servings,
Oh, so like 3 days of poop.
3
That's
days of poop.
$2 a day.
I know.
Coffee don't just do it to you?
No. But I have been mixing. I drink the prune juice out of the coffee cup and then I do it out with water real quick and then I make some coffee.
Oh, so you double
I'm,
down.
I'm doubling down on it.
Yeah.
But no Twitch though. Do you get on Twitch?
I mean, I played I play more like sports games like FIFA and Madden and stuff. And people are like, "No, you should stream." But the idea of just, I can go in the mirror and make a retarded video about what I'm wearing. But the fact of me going like this and people like sending me little tokens,
Sure.
it's weird to like, because I violently
Could
get upset
do
when I
it.
lose. I've done broke 4 controllers in the past 6
Damn.
months.
Do you know
I get
how many
pissed.
tips you would get if you broke?
Yeah, I know. 'cause
Yeah, people might love that.
But see, I haven't seen a page where someone just is terrible at Call of Duty and just breaks everything in their fucking vicinity. And I'm like, there might be a niche market for this.
I think
you know?
there is.
Rage quit, call it rage quit. You know?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Just bad for your mental health. It's
Yeah.
just clearly destroying your life.
Dude,
But the coins.
the coin thing. But dude, you're talking about the prune juice. Like, I did that waste to wellness thing, the stuff that Brigham, Brigham Rogan's like
Yep.
the peptide guy or whatever. And I had to go get my blood work done. And before the show today, I had the consultation and they go over all your blood panels and stuff.
Anything
Boy,
How
fun?
was it?
My cortisone level for stress she's like, this is the most reading I've ever seen on a human being's. I go,
Really?
you don't say. I'm holding it together pretty well, but inside I'm a ball of failure. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I'm like, oh, now they got me. I'm like, I should quit drinking. I'm gonna die. Like, I'm like, why did I even do this? So now,
So what do they do? Can you get on medicine or what
yeah.
do
So
they do if your levels are that
it's
high?
for like test. She's gonna give me like this. It's called a cortisone monitor. It's like a vitamin you take. It helps relieve your stress, and then testosterone and stuff like that, and get back. But it's just like, man, I rather wish I wouldn't have done that blood test. I was fine in my head, but
Yeah,
now
yeah.
it's on paper, so it's real.
She was saying, like, you're at risk of, like, having, like, a heart attack or
Well,
something?
she's like, your cholesterol's high, but your bad cholesterol, your good cholesterol is high, and then your lipids but my kidneys and liver are
Not your
doing great, which
lipids.
I
That's
literally
good.
thought that would be the worst, but they're like, oh no, it's your heart. And you have the heart of a 74-year-old. And I go,
Oh.
great. It's not that bad, but I was just like, she's like, yeah, there's some things you can do, some supplements you can take. But I mean, like, you get right back on the righteous path. But I'm like, I should probably quit drinking for 90 days.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
You got this news today?
Yeah, literally prior to coming onto this, they're like, this is all what you need to do better. This is what's messed up with you. And your stress levels are through the roof.
Well, especially if your lipids are off.
Yeah, what she said about thyroid was great, though. Yeah. Contradicting. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, my God. We're sitting here. You're a dead man walking.
I'm ticking time bomb. I get in the car and the Blazer have a heart attack at the yellow light. Can't wait, dude. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I remember when I went to the doctor and when I was living in LA, I went to for the first time in forever in the middle of me not doing good. And I think they were like, what do you work out or something? Because there were some levels were high in my liver. I was like, no, I haven't been working out. And so I can't remember what the chemical was, that there's way too much in my liver. I was like, no, I drink a lot.
Like,
And they're like, oh,
platelets
it's
or
that.
something.
Yeah, it was something.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it
went
was
to
like
a
a-
doctor once. They said that to me. Like, they were like, your enzymes are off or something.
Yeah.
My enzymes? Yeah, what is that? Yeah.
It's like a 40-page document of all the blood, like optimal, not optimal, low. And I'm just like,
wow.
all right.
Damn.
So it
We
costs.
gotta adjust, man.
Yeah, but it just costs so much to stay alive. I don't even have insurance.
Was that expensive, the thing that you did?
It was, kind of got the hook up on it, sponsorships and
Friends
stuff.
and family.
Oh, nice, nice.
If you don't ever ask, you won't know. I go, hey, you guys doing this for free? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta ask. So
So you're gonna get on the testosterone. Does
Yeah.
that mean you're gonna start working it? Don't you need to work out and stuff when you're doing that?
I run and lift and stuff, but like I can tell like I'm not 18. Like I don't wake up with an erection anymore and a snore. So like probably need a CPAP machine. And I looked up a bunch of shit before I got on this podcast, just medical jargon. You know what I'm saying? So.
You need a CPAP machine for the boner?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I think that induces oxygen, right? And you need oxygen to your pecker, I think.
Where do you sleep, on your
Yeah.
side or your stomach?
Under the bed.
That's your first problem. You need more oxygen.
Yeah, she's like, tilt your bed up to like 15 degrees. I was like, I don't have a sleep number. You want me to just put a bunch of pillows under me? Or like, you want me to sleep in a recliner? Or what?
Well, ask Casey. 'Cause
My bed does
Casey
it.
sleeps at an incline.
My
You
bed has a button.
Yeah.
Move my whole bed up. It can look like I'm sitting straight up.
What? Why is his eyes open? He's sleeping. You know what I'm saying?
He's resting. Don't make any movements. You'll think you're a shadow.
Yeah, when we were in Vegas, we stayed in the same hotel room up at the Luxor. And I remember one night looking over at Casey's ass, and he was sleeping, like sitting up, kind of.
Really?
Yeah.
I sleep propped up. I feel like I have like cardiac arrhythmia. Look, I don't want to get into that whole stuff here.
I'm sorry I brought it up.
We all have a can of worms going on.
Yeah.
None of us are doing great. But I sleep a little propped up, or else it feels like my heart is skipping a beat.
Oh, like your rhythm's off? Like your regular
Yeah.
heartbeat?
So I have to sleep a little, like with like 4 pillows.
Do you get sleep paralysis?
I used to when I was doing speed when I was younger.
when I take too much Adderall, swear to God, when I take too much Adderall, I get it and he's in the corner, and I swear to God, it looks like Hinchcliffe in a top hat. It looks just like him. My sleep paralysis demon is Tony Hinchcliffe in a top hat. I swear to God.
No way.
It's been like that before I met him, too. It's crazy.
You get the hat, man.
I get the hat man.
That's so scary.
Me and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I cannot sleep on my back. If I sleep on my back,
That's
I'm
when you
getting
get it.
sleep paralysis. If I sleep
Same
on my
with me.
stomach or my side, I'm okay. It's
same way.
safe.
Same way.
And that's
So-
why Casey sleeps up.
That's why I sleep propped up. I have been going through this for years. Through trial and error, I figured out how to save myself.
Wait, so why does it happen, do y'all think, with the speed or the Adderall? Or is it because you're going to sleep in the way you shouldn't be going to sleep?
All I know is when I've taken excessive amounts through the course of a few days, like, 4 or 5 20 milligram pills a day, which is probably when your skin starts turning.
Damn.
When your skin starts turning the orange color of the pill, it's like, probably.
Your legs are blue.
Yeah.
You have no circulation. It used to happen to me. Take like 5 or 6 a day. Just can't walk anymore.
Yeah, I might have messed my shit up because Erica can attest. My hands and feet are freezing all the time. They're
That's
always
just blood
cold,
flow, right? Is that blood flow?
Yeah, it's a blood flow issue or something. And then I got in the ice bath at the place I've been working out. And it's so funny. I was around 3 dudes who told me to get in, and I got in. And they're all telling me, oh, yeah, you get in this, your boners will be a lot better. And I'm standing here thinking to myself, who are these guys? What's going on? I just met them, and they're telling me about my penis, how it'll be the ice bath is real good for your penis. I'm thinking, this seems strange. They're very nice. I don't really care, but I'm thinking in my head, a little weird.
They have no right. They have no right to tell you that.
How do they know?
Yeah, right. They don't know what I'm dealing with when I'm fucking, and it felt really warm on my hands and feet that are normally cold. I stayed in the thing for 3 minutes.
Whoa.
It felt
Damn, are
good.
you doing 3 minutes?
That's what I did
Time.
on Sunday. Went in the sauna and went in that motherfucker, and it was shockingly cold. I couldn't breathe at the beginning, but then I was remembering. I've talked about it with Casey a bunch, but I was in this fraternity, and I remember on the last night they had an ice bath in the president's room, like some bathtub filled with ice and water, and they were punching my fucking ass and making me do like the preamble in the Greek alphabet, and I was fucking blindfolded for 15 hours. So I was able to get in my head in the ice bath. This isn't that bad. At least dudes aren't punching me right now.
They were
Blindfolded
beating you?
Yes.
Damn.
He got hazed.
Literally beating
Is that
me.
hazed or is that's
Hazed. Well, it was malicious hazing.
That is really,
sounds like
really
molestation it's a little bit,
There
right?
was no, thank God, there was no real sexual stuff because you hear about that with fraternity.
Yeah.
Thank God what I went through,
Yeah.
really, it was not anything like that. It really
Sure.
wasn't. It was all more physical. But if somebody walked down in the basement and saw the 35 dudes without their shirts on doing the push-ups and stuff, it probably would look strange to some person who walked down in there. They would think, what the fuck? This looks sexual or something. But it wasn't. It wasn't.
Sure. I believe you.
Hell,
I believe you.
and you were blindfolded. You say?
Yes. Yeah. And then a couple years after I'm gone, they get charged with butt chugging. And it's on CNN and all the news channels.
Charged with butt. That's, if you looked at my permanent record, you'll see I've also been charged with butt chugging. Sadly. I have 2 strikes for butt chugging. Next one, I'm gone for life.
Yeah, on the 3rd strike, that is not good, especially for butt chugging.
Oh, you're done. They send you to Leavenworth.
Yeah, God.
I was an Eagle Scout, and we would take the younger Boy Scouts and we bury them up to their neck in sand and put maple syrup on their foreheads. Let the ants pick at them for an hour or 2, and then we'd let them go.
Damn, I'm sure they were scared to death.
Yeah, no butt chug though. God damn, what a treat.
I know, I never did that either. But just as you were saying, though, you got the young guys, you do have to put them in their place a little bit.
Yeah, unchecked aggression.
Really, you got to really put them in their place sometimes. You don't need them acting up. You don't need any of that shit. But yeah, it was really nice. So I do recommend
how we got here from ice baths is incredible.
Yeah, it took a turn. Well, William normally has a story about how they were beating on him. They used to beat him.
Yeah, no, it was in 2006. So it was before everybody had their iPhones and phones. So there was you just had a flip phone still, I think, with like the little camera. So I couldn't but I wish more than anything I could go back in time and take a picture of my body. Cause I remember looking, it's like, I don't know, 7 a.m. or something. And I'm not even happy. I just got through. Like other people are kind of happy. I'm not happy at all. And I'm just up in my dorm room by myself looking at my body thinking, holy shit. And like some of the other dudes are out in like the courtyard area, like having fun, about to go eat breakfast. And I'm like, how are they doing anything right now? I'm traumatized.
Like your body was fucked up.
Oh, yes. Bruises, horrible bruises everywhere, cuts. I ended up getting the staph infection in my leg a day or 2 later and going to the emergency room.
Oh, my God, dude.
Woo!
You were almost a victim.
Well,
they almost killed you.
Yes. And the year after, the kid almost got his arm cut off because he didn't go fast enough to get a staph infection checked out on his arm. And his parents had to come down.
Staph is part of the hazing process, I think. Or
Yes.
that feels off the books, to be honest.
Yes, it was in just the frat house. It was so nasty, and we'd be wallowing around in the bathroom and on the hallway floors and in people's rooms. It was a lot of wallowing around, bows and toes. There's glass in my elbows at one point. It was a nightmare.
Well, I know they blindfold you, so like when they
seriously,
Jesus.
they'd break glass and then they'd be like, okay, bows and toes, and then you got your fucking elbows in the fucking glass. People are bleeding.
What?
It was like insane. I swear to God.
Bows and toes.
Do you know bows and toes?
Well, that sounds
know
like
that?
we would do in military school. We would have to do bear crawls. Is that similar, bows and toes?
It must be. It's where you are in a push-up position, but
Yeah.
instead of using your arms, you're on your elbows.
But it's shard
Like on
glass.
the edge of your
everywhere.
elbows.
Shard glass.
And then we'd have to do it on bottle caps sometimes. That was a real thing. We were doing it on bottle
this
caps.
is a
I swear to
fraternity.
God.
Why did you keep going?
Well, I quit during I quit in the middle of it during homecoming because we had to do something called pomp. We had to make these things called pomps, which were tiny little pieces of paper, and we'd have to roll them up in balls, and then like people were making floats out of them for a parade. And I was like, fuck this. I've been doing it for like 10 hours.
Where you drew the line? You drew the line at the pumps.
It was horrible. I think I had probably tests coming up or something, and I'm just doing that for 10 hours, and I'm like, fuck this. This is insane. But then somebody came to my dorm room and fucking coaxed me to go back, so I went back.
Completed?
Yes, I ended up. Yeah.
Pulled him back in.
Boys will be boys.
They were pissed when I came back. They were like, "Oh, pussy, you quit." So it's like I shouldn't have quit because I got even more heat when I came back.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
And how long is that? Is that a week? Is that a week of them?
No,
torturing? Or is it
from August to December.
Like a whole semester.
Whole
you
semester.
Oh my God, dude.
Whole first fucking semester.
Was it worth it, you think? Was it worth it to be in the frat?
These memories I have now are I really like. It was fun. Right when I got there, in the first little bit of time, it's like they're having all the parties and stuff. And it was like, because I was partying in high school a decent amount. I go to house parties and stuff. But it was fun. I mean, it was like you go to like these big houses that people lived in, and it was like these giant
mansions,
crazy, not really like that, but it was just like these giant parties going on with a whole bunch of alcohol. It was just so much fun. It was like the high school parties I went to, but up several notches.
Yeah.
I was having it. So that was fun. I had a wonderful time.
That's good.
Fucking doing that. But the other stuff, yeah, it's just kind of, I don't know. My 2 closest buddies are dead from the fraternity. So that's sad.
Yeah.
So I communicate with a whole lot of the people now in there. I saw randomly the pledge class president, a guy named Stephen Joseph, recently had a second child, and I called him up. And we spoke on the phone. It was nice talking because I remember Steven, he was the president, so he was the last one to get into the fraternity. And I remember I was blindfolded for like 15 hours. His ass must have been blindfolded for another couple after me. And I remember going up to the bathroom where people were, and it was only him, and they were just brutalizing. And I was thinking I was already so on edge and just in my mind and my body. It's like, I don't know how he's going through this. And I brought it up when I talked to him. I have a lot of respect for him. I don't know how he did that. He got it worse than my ass, and I got it pretty bad. People didn't like me in there for some reason.
Well, they blindfold you so
They
that
really didn't. They were going after me.
they blindfold you so when they hit you, you can't flinch.
Right.
And
then
so
you
like
can't,
you can't absorb
Oh.
the
Oh, for
punishment. That's
sure.
what that's about. They do that when they like in interrogations
That's
when they
smart.
interrogate people. That's why they blindfold you so you can't anticipate the hit.
Because it catches you up. It's
yeah,
like so
and so there's
jarring.
there's no kind of like tense muscle to block any. You're just getting whelped.
yeah, that's what was going on. And
I'm kind of turned on right now. I might join
well,
a
the
frat.
one time I hazed everybody was the 35 dudes in a circle with the blindfolds on, and I went up to every single fucking one of them, and as hard as I could, I hit him with my elbow in the chest. And I wake up the next day, and I'm like, why can I not move my fucking arm? Why can my arm not move? And then it started slowly coming back into my brain. Dude, you fucking knocked each one of those dudes in the chest last night.
That's incredible.
What? What compels you? Because you've told me this before. What compelled you to do the elbow? Like, that's such a strange.
Because I was thinking if I use my fist or something, wouldn't that hurt your... I've never been in a fight. I'm a big old pussy. So I was thinking I could hit somebody wrong with my fist or hurt
Break
my
your wrist.
wrist or something. So I was thinking the fucking elbow. You
I'm
can
going
get some
elbow.
power behind the elbow. I got their asses. It was just at the end. That was the only time I did it. It was like my senior year. I was like fucked up. And I was like, I'll never be able to do this again. I might win in Rome.
You gotta
I'm
hit
going to
somebody.
I would watch it. I used to love watching it. I just would never participate.
You're just following orders. And that's,
Yes.
what's so dangerous. This is a microcosm of society.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When people were blindfolded, the weirdo guys would come around and they'd really start hazing. Like when the people couldn't tell who's messing with them. Because when I was on the other side, I could watch the people doing it. I was so interested in like who would really get into it. And yeah, some of the weird dudes would really love it when they were blindfolded because the people didn't know who was doing it to 'em.
Psychopath.
That's crazy.
kids.
Yeah.
Oh, there were crazy.
That leads to
people.
shit later in life. Have to.
Yeah, they had issues and they were getting it out in college.
Yep. Well,
Like, what would they do?
just like physical kind of stuff, like punching, like real aggressive, probably mainly punching kind of stuff. And it wasn't necessarily in people's face. People weren't getting like punched in the face, but it was a lot
Yeah.
of all on your body.
Damn.
Yeah, it was kind of psycho. It
Sure.
was kind of
There's that
weird.
one weird kid that just like licks people and shit while they're blindfolded. He just like,
Yeah.
like a comforting mother's tongue,
We should finger him. We should finger him.
He'll never know.
I know.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
It's almost surprising that stuff like that didn't happen. It didn't. It really didn't.
Well, I mean,
it's almost surprising.
And then there's
Yeah.
butt jugs.
Yes, that would happen. I know, and that ended up happening. So that's weird. So that means they really embraced their freak and were doing it because I think they were getting in the bathroom, and then the one guy would install the tube in the butthole, and then I guess you pour the Franzia or whatever it may be into the funnel.
Franzi? What is
I think people
The
would do
box wine?
Franzia, the box wine.
Install
the hot
tube.
box wine? Was
The
holy shit.
Have you ever had Franzia before?
Yeah, but I never knew it was called that. We just called it hot boxed wine. I never knew it had a fucking name.
That's a name
I've never
brand.
had
It's
it.
a name-
Yeah. I've never had it.
You
was pretty
never
good.
took the bag out and slapped the bag?
I
Uh,
love
Oh.
that
slap bag.
started right at the end of my drinking era. Slapping
'cause
the
that was
bag
a
was
move.
brand new on the
There,
street.
yeah, that's exactly. I know what it looks like. I just never knew it was called
You know
that.
what? I might have slapped a
I
couple
love
bags. I might be
chillable
wrong.
red.
Yeah, chillable
the
red's a
sunset
good one.
blush is my.
That's yours?
Yeah, I thought someone put their name on it. I didn't know that was a fucking name brand.
That was like Josh.
Yeah, I thought, who's Franzia? I'm having some of this.
Yeah, that was good. And yeah, it was just exciting. Somebody could hold it up and then you do the smell and it's coming down. It's like dramatic. It's a dramatic way of drinking. Which
It is.
fun.
Yeah,
Can I hit your vape, Laser?
you sure can, dude.
So sick.
I actually have
Think about
another
it.
one in the car I meant to grab for you, but
Well, that's okay.
I
I don't know how
hey
you
man,
would have
this'll
known
do.
I
Dude,
don't know how you would have known I needed one.
you can anticipate. You gotta.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, you like that?
Yo,
Red Band put me onto that.
What is that one?
Blueberry Fab.
frozen blue blackberry fab.
Fab.
Is it pretty good?
Take
Care if I try
a gander.
That's good.
Thank you.
I've never seen by butt chug stuff, but in Arizona, in Scottsdale, I saw a boy get cocaine blown into his
But
butthole.
That's not a vape.
Really?
Yeah, he like a whole gram, like she blow darted it in there for him,
Whoa.
and he got hit by a car 2 days later, and he's paralyzed.
Really?
And he got fired from work because the chick that blew the cocaine in his butt, it was his boss's little side piece that he was seeing, and
Drama.
yeah,
the tea.
he got hit by a garbage truck when he was crossing the street.
Was he still like awake from the cocaine?
Yeah, he was high off his ass. It was a whole gram, and I'm pretty sure he kept fueling up throughout the.
Damn.
Because it bypasses your liver and gets you extremely fucked up. I've taken an Adderall up there before, but I've never.
Really?
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, I've boofed cocaine.
Have you? I've never done
Yeah.
it with the powder, but it get you.
I'll do another one. That was something else, though.
What do you mean?
I just don't normally hit them.
They're good.
Where we're going, we won't need any doors.
Yeah,
Smooth though, huh?
sometimes during COVID, I would be
That would hit
partying,
better. The other one got my ass.
and I would empty out vegetable capsules like vitamin capsules, like the gelatin ones. Just put Coke in there. Just put it up my ass. Sometimes,
Really?
just sometimes, like
When would it? How fast would it start affecting?
maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I thought it really got you geeked up.
It's because it
Yeah,
bypasses your liver, and that's
Yeah.
what gets rid of all the impurities and shit in it. So like once if you don't hit that, it'll fuck. Like a shot will fuck you up. A shot will fuck
through
you
your
up.
butt.
Like through your butt. Yeah, it's severe.
I know. That's what I've heard. It can be very deadly. Oh my gosh, the cocaine. I feel like if I was still doing that, that would be fun. That'd be like maybe fun some night.
yeah. It's just a fun like little treat. You're like, you know what? I'm staying in tonight. I'm gonna boof a little bit.
Let me plug.
What does it last? Like the same amount as if you snorted it?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think the duration of it is about the same, but the
Yeah.
intensity of it is.
Damn.
It's more intense, and then you're also snorting cocaine while that's happening.
Yeah,
so it's
it's
like
kind of a
chicken
double.
it's a chicken or the egg.
It's a DP kind of
Uh-huh.
situation, dude. You're taking it from all angles.
There's no way to say. You don't know if you want the volume to go up or down. If you know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Have you ever done any of that, Grant?
No,
Grant,
Grant.
I know a boofer when I see one, dude.
no, I have not.
All right.
Okay.
I'm
And-
learning all sorts of things though.
Well, and Grant, we saw the picture on your Instagram of your bathroom. It looked really good.
Oh yeah, yeah. Right.
But I was wondering if you'd do another post. So Grant got his bathroom fixed up, but they fucked up his hallway leading to the bathroom.
Oh, the edging
It's
or what?
warped.
Have you figured it out yet, Grant?
The floor's warped.
No, I got a foundation person coming to check out the leaks on Friday.
You do?
So
Yeah,
your
we'll see.
pipes are leaking and causing your floor to warp.
Mm-hmm.
It's either there's a leak somewhere in the walls, or it's from the foundation itself, like just cracking. So I'm not sure
It
yet.
was after they remodeled his bathroom. Convenient.
Yeah, so it's the
No,
people
No,
that
it's
messed
probably
up.
it's probably pipe related.
Probably.
You live in Austin?
Yeah.
Because when I had a house in San Marcos, there's this shit called the St. Edward's clay, and it's like the hardest clay in the world. I don't know if y'all want to get into foundation talk. I was a
Let's hear
homeowner
it.
once.
Let's hear it.
And
Do it.
I bought the house, and the inspector said it was cool, but like literally 6 months, I started noticing none of my doors were closed. And then the
Yikes.
goddamn, yeah. And then in the downstairs, there's a huge crack going, and I go, what the fuck is happening? And I guess they had some foundation work they never told us about in the report. And then literally 6 months after that, a year into the house, I'm getting ready to sell the house and move to Austin. The fucking septic shitter line that goes to the city tap in my driveway, it shifted, turned on my washing machine, and shit water just came through the back end of the... It cost me like fucking $25,000 before I even sold that. I almost sued the company. It was, dude, found it. But St. Edward's clay is the hardest clay in the world. And where I'm from, you're supposed to water the sidings of your house to help the clay settle. But this absorbs and expands, and it fucks you. I had Norwegian roof rats. I don't buy homes anymore.
What'd you have? Norwegian what?
Norwegian roof rats. I'm not making that up. You can Google that if you like.
Roof rats.
They were brought over on the Mayflower, and they look like little otters. They're slippery. They have a scent, and they'd be in the walls, fucking gangbanging the living shit out of it.
You would hear
I'd wake up in the night. I have it recorded on my old phone. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, people, and it's just this mouse is getting pounded, bro.
And this was in San Marcos.
Yeah, and one of them died in my closet. There was a smell in there I could not get rid of.
Just from one of them passing away.
One of them died in the in-between of the wall in the closet. It yellowed.
That's what they used to call me in the police academy, the Norwegian roof rat. Had to. So they're real big and fat.
They're big and they're long. They look like a ferret or like an otter, and they're slippery. Like they secrete oil so they can get into them. I had to battle them for months.
So your doors are all opening, and there's a big crack, and the rats are there.
They're slipping through every little nook and cranny.
So when you sell the house, do you just try to make sure the person trying to buy it doesn't notice the rats, or do you have to disclose that information about the clay and everything?
It's kind of on a don't ask, don't tell kind of base. It's kind of like the military. You just kind of, I painted over the crack and sanded it down, and you just kind of, they're supposed to hire an inspector to do all that work, but I wound up selling the house for like $140,000 more than when I bought it. So
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, your boy made a nice little lick.
Damn. And hold on, what is the don't ask, don't tell? If you like killed somebody or something, you're not allowed to ask if you killed somebody?
I think it's if you're sexually
That's not what it is.
Because I always heard you're not supposed to ask military people if they've killed somebody before.
Don't ask, don't tell. So you don't tell and don't answer either.
Yeah.
Don't ask them and do not answer.
No, it's like if your sexual orientation is if you prefer guys or girls. Gay. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, it's
It's just
based
like
on your
none of your
sexuality.
business.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of your business.
Like they, gays, gay people can't be held out of the military for their sexuality, so they can't ask you, and you don't need to.
Period.
Because they might want to ask us, because they might be like, oh, this guy seems a little zesty.
Yeah, but they're not allowed to.
And then you're not telling.
Yeah, if you don't get LASIK and you have astigmatism, they won't let you in. It's weird. They're backwards.
Oh, is that a fact?
Yeah. Yeah. If you have
So they're making people get LASIK surgery to get in the military now?
Like you have to wear glasses, right? But like if you have a bad stigmatism, you can't, there's no prescription of glasses that can help you see better. You have to get surgery for that. And because you're in the desert, you can't put contacts on in battle, right?
And LASIK
Be a bunch
can
of sand.
scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, LASIK, the poor woman who's the newscaster, she ended up murking herself.
What?
Because she was in pain
Yeah.
all of her life after her LASIK surgery. She was miserable.
Some woman
Like
who
migraines and shit? Or?
I think just like literal pain in her eyes, and she just couldn't take it
she
anymore.
couldn't be a newscaster anymore, and she offed herself.
Wait, is it
Who
called
was this?
astigmatism? I thought it was just stigmatism. Is there an A? Is it A silent?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I thought it was
astigmatism.
Lazer, I'm with you.
I didn't know that.
I thought it was stigmatism.
Me too. That's what it always sounds like. Did you misspell that, Grant?
I don't think so.
Is this your version of a big joke?
Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah.
You
And
think-
Grant liked my shirt. This is a shirt I got at
corn dog.
Spencer's. And Grant, this is the first time I've ever worn a shirt that you've said something about.
That's not true. That's
Pretty
very not true.
sexy.
Kind of. What'd you say? You liked it, didn't you?
I comment on a lot of your shirts. Yeah, I did say I like that.
Comment on your shirt.
Yeah, I comment on your shirts every day, every time. And you don't always do it for me.
I feel it's fully reciprocated.
All right.
Speaking of shirts, you guys got gifts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, dude. Look
Lazer
at
was
this.
kind enough to give us some wonderful gifts.
Out of my collection, dude.
And that is
Legends of
a
the
hot
Fall.
Brad Pitt.
That's legends. That's prime bad print.
That shirt's rare.
Brad
Yeah.
Pibb.
And
This
I
is
got
rare.
Mr. Flintstone, which is what Fred
And it's got a
Flintstone.
back, too.
Front and back.
Yeah, dude, it's like a big
Come
beach
on.
town.
I know.
Yeah, it's great, right?
I love it.
I literally got it with I was like, William will like this, dude. You know,
Well, that's
Come
so
on.
sweet. Well, thank you. Yeah, it's wonderful.
I've never seen one of that. I would never. I just something I don't think I would wear, but I was like, I gotta. Just something you see shit you appreciate. It's like I gotta get it.
Oh yeah,
I'm one of those. I
sure.
gotta get it if I see it.
Because that is a good
God damn, he's
rendition
great.
of Brad Pitt.
God, he's good.
Oh, he looks great.
It's that one in Fight Club for me. That's his best.
Oh, when he has the buzz cut.
When he has a buzz cut,
Yeah,
he's just like Adderall skinny. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking Ozempic skinny. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that buzz cut. But also, he looks pretty good. I like the long hair though, and
Yeah.
some facial hair. Like that's pretty cool.
He
too.
could pull anything off. He could be a boot in a glove box, and you'd be like, "Damn, that's beautiful."
Oh, I'd still love to watch him. I'd watch him do a movie like that. And in Seven, he's
Oh,
looking pretty
yeah.
good in Seven.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Young Pitt.
Young Pitt was it, man.
Young Pitt was it.
He was pretty good in that new one, the one with Leonardo DiCaprio, where he's a stunt man in L.A.
Once Upon a Time.
He's like 50 in that movie. Looks great. Looks great.
Great buddy.
There
He's still doing good. Yeah, that's good. That's where he's like the weird when you get a buzz cut and you're letting it grow out.
Your
like
mid
the
stage.
awkward.
Yeah, the middle stage.
That's a really good mid-stage
Yeah.
haircut for him right there.
Or Meet Joe Black with the long. Oh God, dude. Come on.
That ending is so funny.
What is that one about? I never saw that one.
It's like he's deaf. Meet Joe Black, right? Casey.
Yeah, he's
something
like death or something.
Yeah.
And then something awful happens, and I won't tell anyone.
Okay.
Say it.
You could do a spoiler if you wanted to, but
There
if
it
you
is.
don't do
Just
it.
say it.
He dies, right?
Yeah, I've never seen the movie.
Hit by a
Okay,
car.
Well, that's
He gets hit
Yeah.
by a car.
Is it a car?
Joe Black, I think I'm talking about the same movie. He gets hit by a car, and he goes to heaven. But I went and saw Seven. They re-released it into the Alamos down here in Austin. I went and saw it a couple weeks ago on the big screen. It was incredible.
I'm sure that was cool.
Kevin Spacey was so scary because he was actually a scary man.
Yeah, it turns out.
And he cuts his fucking
Fingertip.
fingertips. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Yeah.
Detective.
He was like a genius because he knew he killed her and then he knew he would get killed by Brad Pitt. That's like
Yeah.
a genius move.
Yeah.
He's playing chess. They're playing checkers. He's so smart.
Yeah. I like him. I like the guy, but what? He was doing bad stuff. Like in the movies, I think he's in American Beauty. He's fun in that.
He's a great actor.
Oh, he's a great actor, but turns out he was living it too, I think. Like he's a strange character.
He's living La Vida Loca.
Yeah.
Should have been Ernest P. Worrell. I thought he was just a happy-go-lucky comedian. No, I'm kidding. Ernest was nice. Nothing. I don't think he ever. I think he was just really nice.
Jim Varney?
Yeah, Jim
You talking about
Varney.
Jim
Yeah, not
Varney?
Ernest P. Worrell, not his stage name.
God, we have not talked about Jim Varney in a long
Look at
time
him.
around here.
I know. Gosh,
I
found
do that all the time.
that fate.
I loved him as Clampett.
Oh, in the
Beverly Hillbillies.
Beverly Hillbillies.
Loved him.
And he was Slinky Dog. Wasn't he Slinky
Yeah.
Dog voice in Toy Story, I think?
Yeah. And
Is that
but
true?
that's not the dude. Here's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That's not him, right?
Rick Moranis.
Yeah, that's right. I couldn't remember his fucking name.
William has that great joke about it.
I know Rick Moranis, who's fallen off the face of the
Yeah,
earth.
you don't see him anymore.
I know. I think it's after John Candy died. It was too much. He couldn't do it.
He packed it in.
Yeah.
Understandably, he lost a good friend.
I know. Last thing anybody saw John Candy do was he was giving out people lasagna at the movie, the film that they were doing.
He's
And then
just
he like
handing
died the
plates?
next day. Yeah, he was eating too much, I think.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he's passing out lasagna. And like, I love lasagna, but if you're some big old person, you need to be careful.
Well, you shouldn't even get within 5 feet of a lasagna if you're that big. You are playing with fire.
Hell no, because that's something you just start eating it. We made some lasagna this past week. Ooh, I just kept eating it and eating it and eating
Lasagna is the shit.
it. It's so good.
Well, it's a death sentence. I mean, for a guy that
know.
big, it's
Yeah.
a literal death sentence.
See, and this is the movie. This is the movie they were filming when he died.
What is it called, Grant?
Let me see.
Mr. Peabody?
Is that
Wagons East
going?
or something?
Yeah. I think
I
that
don't
sounds
know.
right.
Wagons West, Wagons East.
All the same to me.
There's some lasagna for you.
Oh, what a treat.
Oh, that look! There's a great amount of meat in that too.
Yeah, a lot of people don't get it right,
Hmm
but you got to get it right.
I like a real meaty lasagna.
Like it meaty, not too cheesy, but I need some cheese. What's the cheese you put in the middle of it?
Ricotta.
Ricotta. Yeah.
God damn it.
I need some ricotta. I need some meat. I need some. Oh my gosh, I had a baked potato the other night for the first time in forever. I ate that whole thing, just the whole thing.
No way.
Skin and all.
I love it, baby.
Yeah, I was starving and I just ate it.
In Rochester, there was a food truck, and this guy stuffed baked potatoes. Then he deep fried them and like filled them full of buffalo chicken.
What?
And it was so good.
It
It
sounds
was
wonderful.
so good. I just ate it like an apple.
Oh my God, that sounds incredible.
You've never heard of such a thing.
It was called something, Potato Guys or something. It was awesome.
And speaking of Rochester, and also Fred Flintstone, the fun manager there, have you done the
Funny Bone?
Rochester
The Funny Bone? I did the Funny Bone in Rochester.
No, it's Comedy at the Carlson.
comedy?
No,
at
I haven't done that.
Carlson?
No.
Well, when you do, the boss guy, the manager guy was real nice. And I remember when Casey and I went, it sounds like he changed it for Casey, but for us, he was saying yabba dabba doo. Isn't that what he was saying?
Yeah, he's saying it all the time. And then he would say Scooby-Doo as well.
Yes. So it was funny. He's like, okay, y'all getting ready? We got a yabba dabba doo. Or he was saying it in all
That's
different
awesome.
ways, like nouns and verbs. He
That's
was using
awesome.
it in all different ways.
Yeah, he would say like, are you guys yabba dabba doo?
Are
Like,
y'all yabba dabba
you guys
doing?
yabba dabba doo?
Yeah.
No, really?
Like now, yeah,
That's
like
hilarious.
all different kinds of verbiage.
And
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
think trying to be
unbelievable.
funny. I think it was just like a bad habit he had. I think it was like this weird habit he had.
But maybe somebody might have sat him down about it because I was just there 2 weeks ago, and now all he says is Scooby Doo. He doesn't say yabba dabba doo anymore.
Well, at least he shortened it. Yeah, somebody must have gotten in his ear. I'm like, dude, we get it. You're addicted to saying this, but just Scooby Doo. You still get to say do.
Yeah, it's your catchphrase. We think that you're funny, but not like that.
Yeah. And it's cold up there, so be sure you
God.
wear a jacket.
Yeah.
It's freezing.
Yeah. I started seeing that girl from Buffalo, and we had to go up there, and it's miserable, dude. It's I don't understand how people live when it's that cold. They have to shovel your driveways just to get out.
Yeah. It's
tragic.
It's a nightmare.
What, you're going out with a girl from Buffalo right now?
Yeah, she's living with me. We got a dog. We got a little French bulldog, little stripper.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How long have y'all been together?
We've been talking since September, but she moved down about 6 weeks ago. Moved in.
Well, how's it
Things are
going?
getting
We went
serious.
from literally being like pen pals, like long distance relationship, to like living with one another, and that's a little bit of an adjustment period.
Sure.
I make a lot of irrational, rash decisions on a whim. Maybe cheaper, And now she's a doctor or something. I don't know, orthopedic.
She is?
Yeah, she got like a medical degree. And
Is she
Oh.
going to maybe try to find a job? I guess see how it works and
Well,
everything, and then find a job down here?
yeah, so she got a job from her old company in Buffalo. She does it remote, but she wants to get in like medical sales more because she's more on the orthopedic side, like helping people. Old people do shit or whatever. Help. I fall and kind of like life alert. I don't really know. I don't really pay attention when she
Sure.
talk. She just there we go.
And that's what it takes to be a good partner.
Yeah, it's selective hearing.
she
is
might
what I've
like
learned.
that.
Yeah,
Turning a blind eye.
selective hearing is what I've been told. And
Yeah, Erica likes it when I don't always listen to everything she says. Don't you like that kind of?
Yeah, I just need someone physically there. He doesn't have to
yeah, because
take it in.
she'll like tell you shit, and you're just like,
Yeah.
huh? Like after she's finished the sentence, and I'm just like, well, how important was it? You gonna tell it again? You know what I'm saying? So I don't fucking know. I'm
He'll
hanging
shake his head a little sometimes, like,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking to myself, gosh, shut up.
on.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Well, that's exciting, though.
Yeah,
Well, it's good it's
yeah,
working out. It's
yeah.
good she didn't murder your ass or something at the very beginning, because I think stuff like that can happen
Sure.
sometimes.
Yeah, but she's like cool with, like she cooks and stuff, like healthy shit, and like does laundry and
Oh.
stuff. So it's kind of like it's like a roommate that like cares. It's cool.
That's good.
Do y'all kiss each other sometimes?
Tell us.
Please tell us.
Tell us what lips feel like.
Yeah, well, yeah, she's great, and yeah, and then
Cool.
she just wants to have sex all the time. I don't, God, I don't like that. I don't like that, dude. I'm like, hey,
I'm blushing a little. I thought
I know.
kind of ending the conversation with the kissing, and then you just said that.
So things are much more serious than I'd anticipated.
well,
Didn't expect to be this horny this afternoon.
Yeah.
yeah, But I'll tell this because this is pretty good with it. So I met her in Buffalo, right? Obviously, and then
Wait, so what were you doing there? Like a show?
I was doing a show at Helium, right?
Okay,
The Helium
okay.
up there, and I know some people from Buffalo, and it was one of the people that I knew. They're like, hey, my girlfriend, it's this girl. She's like, my girlfriend just broke up with her boyfriend. I'm gonna bring her to your show. And this is, I go, she's gorgeous. So I walk down stage, never meeting her. I just go, Gina, I know you're back there in the dark somewhere, but I love you. You know, I started the show off like that.
Oh,
right. But here's where it takes the M. Night Shyamalan twist. You see, I'm a man of proportion, and I read a room like, okay, so I meet her after the show. She's gorgeous, right? I'm like, she's way too hot for me, right? And like, we're kind of bullshitting and stuff, but then she like kind of goes over and starts talking to this guy at the bar. Later, I find out it was her gay best friend, but at the time, I'm like, it's probably, somebody she talked to.
Yeah.
So there was a woman that came with two of her friends from Rochester. They drove from Buffalo to Rochester for some reason. And she was a PE teacher, but I'm like, well, I'm gonna go home with her, and so I had talked to this woman. I was like, hey, I got to go to Rochester. You get on the train with me. Why don't you stay with me tonight? Blah, blah, blah. So she calls in to work, like, not gonna go to work to stay with me for the night.
Big woman?
The big woman. Well, I won't call her big. I don't know if she's healthy, and
PE teacher.
Yeah.
and so
All right. She's active.
and so she's and so like she's like, all right, I'm gonna stay. So her friends go home. She's staying with me. Well, then Gina, I go to the bathroom and she messages. She goes, hey, come to this fucking karaoke bar, and then she called me, some other stuff too, but. And I was like, all right, fuck. So I go to the karaoke bar with the big girl breathing behind me, and we fucking get there, and me and Gina start talking. We do "Miss You" by Blink-182, which is my go-to. She knew it word for word. We sing it great, and then we start talking.
That's your go-to?
That's my go.
I can
Where are you? And I'm so. It's my fucking go-to. And so
Goosebumps.
after the song. After the song, we start talking, and like 20 minutes in, I'm like, yo, I think this is my soulmate. But I've got, this big mouth breather over here just hanging out. And I'm like, listen, darling, I appreciate you calling off for work, but I'm going to get you a $175 Uber at 3 o'clock in the morning back to Rochester because I'm pretty sure this is my soulmate.
You said that to her?
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to get you an Uber. I think this is my soulmate. I've already called you an Uber here. Yeah, I'll pay for it. It's $175. That's like a fucking 45-minute drive.
What did she say?
She really couldn't say anything.
Sure.
And she just kind of sat. I was like, but, look, I think this is my wife, And then when she got in the car, I slapped her and I go, take care of her, dude. And then they sent her on down the way. I never saw her again. So like I'm saying, I can't keep it that rate. I got to find somebody that can hold me accountable.
Damn. That was a power move, but good for you.
You know when you know.
The heart knows what it wants.
Yeah. And now we're together and we got a dog and shit. We're probably going to get married.
Well, that's exciting.
So I'm not that bad of a guy. You just kind of not that great of a guy either. So
well, that's a wonderful origin story,
I'm
though.
sorry,
if y'all do get married, that's so funny. You getting the PE teacher lady the $175 lift ride?
A gentleman, some would say. I mean, I could have made her pay for it herself, but I didn't.
Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah, that would have been bad. That's
could have sent her packing. You say
didn't waste too much of her time, so that's nice.
No, and it was only we'd been hanging out for like an hour and a half. I'm like, look, this is my soulmate.
And then she could go back to work the next day.
She already called in, so I don't know.
Well,
called
that's
back
fine.
in.
You got to charge that one to the game.
Sure. Put it on the games card.
Put it on the games card.
Yeah, what was she feeling?
That
was probably sad.
Don't make me feel bad, William.
Yeah.
Well, you could say you like.
No, it's good. I mean, it sounds like it overall for sure. Were you positive? But oh my gosh,
you like being active.
See, I don't get a lot of weird shit like that on tour. I don't get no. One woman brought me breast milk the other day at the meet and greet, and in a Yeti cup.
Oh my god!
That she pumped in the car. So I get weird stuff that happens.
I just signed boobs sometimes.
Yeah,
and I hate to admit this.
No, I don't. I'm happily with Erica, and I don't really do the meet and greets. I probably should. Sometimes I'll be talking to people and stuff, but no, I do not.
It's a lot after coming off stage and then having to be cordial with people when you have that adrenaline, especially have a show afterwards too.
Yeah,
that's hard for me to go up and down like that.
I think I'm gonna stop. Yeah. After this last weekend, I think I'm gonna stop doing it. It's
really?
It's too much. It's too much. Yeah.
Or you could find.
Yeah.
Or you could do it on the last show. Or
I
thought about
the last show.
I've thought about that.
It's too much, especially when there's double shows. It's so hectic.
Casey got stuck outside saying hello to everyone for 2 hours at Madison Square Garden.
Oh yeah.
Because he doesn't know how to say, "Oh, have a nice night. Thank you."
Yeah,
well, it's sweet of you, but yeah, I remember going out MSG and seeing people. And then I start feeling like I'm a giant asshole. I start hearing people say my name or something, and then I walk back in. And I'm like, okay, I got to figure out another way.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a sweetie. I care about people.
No, it's
I know
not.
it is sweet of you.
Because
Sweet.
they remember that and they tell their friends and stuff, but at some point it's just like, man, this is a little overbearing.
Yeah.
Like having to
This is too
perform
much.
on that high, come down, be personal, and then have to get on that high again to perform. It's just like, it's taxing on the body.
And I'm sure in between the shows, that would
Mhm.
be hard in between.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done it after every single show, like 150, 170 shows or something since last summer. So yeah, I'm just going to stop doing it. Maybe on the late ones, maybe.
Yeah, that could be a good meet in the middle. We're still doing it a little bit,
Yeah.
but not all the time.
Yeah, it means a lot to people,
They
but
love
it is
it.
exhausting. Yeah.
Yeah, there was some poor guy in Atlanta who was like being real loud in between jokes and stuff. And then I was getting mad at the club for them not doing anything at all because I could see the people working there and they weren't even talking to the guy. It just seemed totally weird. And then I was genuinely feeling mad just kind of towards the club. And I was saying, okay, y'all need to do something about this guy. And then they're throwing the dude out. And the guy was not, I don't think, doing anything maliciously at all. And I felt horrible when they're literally yanking his ass out and he falls to the ground. And I see his face under the lights and we make eye contact. And he's like, William. And I'm like, oh my God. I made like a horrible judgment call on this. I just created like a super enemy or something. You know what I mean? That
Well-
guy, he was being too loud. He's being way too loud.
Was he like wasted? Was he just like
Probably.
he must
super
have
drunk?
Yeah.
He must have.
Usually.
William.
I felt horrible, and they're yanking his ass to the ground literally when he's calling my name, doing his arm up, and I see him in the light. I'm like, fuck, I messed up.
Get off of him. Let him go.
Yeah, I wanted to say that.
Let him
It's
go.
like too far gone at that moment.
I had to kick my mom out of my show this past
No.
Thursday in Houston.
Huh?
Dude,
What?
she sat in the front row, and my mom gets like, she fucked all Metallica. So my mom like parties. You know what I'm talking? Even
Really?
Even Cliff Burton before he died. Yeah, I
How
think
do you
that's the
think he
reason
was
he killed
born?
himself. Yeah, and
Shut up.
and no, seriously. But dude, she's like hammered drunk in the
Cliff
front row, and she's like, and I'm just like, Ma, like I fucked with her a little bit. But she just kept gargling shit drunk. And I'm just like,
Really?
yo, you're ruining the show for everybody. And then she gets mad at me like it's my fault that she's talking. My mom's different. Like at the
Man.
at the Astros game during the World Series, she spilt her beer on this family in front of us, like a family of 4. Spilt it on them. And I have to run up there and grab napkins and like, I'm so sorry. And my mom the whole time just like, are they going to get me another beer or not? And I'm like, you spilt it on them. She's built different, Ford tough.
So you had to get her ass out? Yeah, that's the worst. If
Yeah.
somebody's up at the front just talking. That's like the worst. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's tough. Well, it's always people in the very, very front.
Yeah.
Because people, they get there super early and they're really excited and they don't realize that they're disrupting things.
Yeah,
But they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Yeah.
Gosh. So what did you end up meeting? You were able to meet your mom after?
I saw like she got through about 30 minutes of it, and then I kind of crowd worked with her a little bit just because I told her I'll fuck with you or whatever. But then like after a while, she's like she wanted to make it about it, wanted to make it about her. So and she's just getting fucking sloshed, and I'm like, Ma, there's people around you, like they're trying to enjoy it. And finally, I was like, somebody get her, and they walked her back. My aunts took her to the bathroom. They finally came back in and told her to calm down, but. Yeah,
Oh my
it was,
God.
That's hilarious. Your mom.
Was the crowd laughing?
oh, they were loving it. They
Okay,
were
good.
loving
Yeah, I'm sure that could be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
At least it's your mom.
Well, 'cause
Now you got to
Gina-
bring your mom on the road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Gina was sitting right behind her, right? And like when I first took Gina home to Thanksgiving, my mom does this thing where she's like, my mom's idols were like Lorena Bobbitt and Casey Anthony. You know what I'm saying? So
God.
she's very protective of me. But like as soon as Gina gets there for Thanksgiving, she goes, wow. She's like, Lazer's other girlfriends look better with no makeup on. I just said that to Gina. And I'm just like, Ma, what are we doing?
But she's like that.
But she just, until she checks your ass, she's got to see what she can get away
She's
with.
like punking them.
Yeah, she's like, I'm going to see how far I can fuck
How
with.
did Gina respond to that? Does that like
Gina's
hurt her
from-
feelings? or
Gina
she's
goes,
okay?
I'm from Babylon. I'll get ready to fuck you. Like, Gina wanted to, I'm like, Gina, relax. Like, it's whatever.
I
dude.
would have said thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyways.
I'm from Buffalo.
I'm from Buffalo. I don't.
My name's Tina.
Yeah, dude.
Are they buds now?
Yeah, they're buds now. But Gina will beat me up if the Bills lose. Like Gina's nuts too. You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen didn't win MVP. I was looking at permanent damage. So
Thank God he brought it home.
he did bring it home.
Lazer, get in here.
Make love to me.
I want to have a child.
So what is she doing like right now? Is she at
She's
your
at-
place?
Yeah, she does a lot of like work. Like she works from home. She got her own desk and her own little space. And
It's good you showed us how how working works.
Well, every time I walk in, every
She's at
time
home like working.
I'm like, hey, you want something to drink? She's just like, because she can't, she's on a Skype. And I guess,
okay.
I don't know if she's supposed to be working from home is what I think it is. I think she just wants everybody to know. Because she's got like a backdrop that simulates an office space. I'm like, are you lying to these people? Yeah, so we don't know.
That's funny.
What is the job?
Like, once again, it's like an orthopedical therapist or something. She does shit with medical stuff. I know she's got a degree. I don't really know.
Orthopedicalist.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm happy y'all met each other. And again, that the poor girl, not that it matters even with the girl, but oh my gosh, what a story. Damn.
Oh, and I will say this. Last night, because my Kill Tony stuff aired, and you close out that episode, and so we're starting to get frisky or whatever, the back end of the episode, and
Yeah.
she's like, hey, I really like that this is going on, but I don't know if I can let you make love to me while William's voice is in the background telling all these jokes going, bitch! Yeah, and she's like, can we turn it off? I go, no.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
So y'all ended up
on.
y'all ended up doing it when I was
Yeah,
in there?
while your voice. I said, I'm doing a
You're
podcast.
kidding.
I swear to God. Yeah.
Ooh. I feel good for some reason. About
Yeah.
that. Oh my God.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, Nelly.
Yes.
This is great, Grant. I feel like we're part of the Buffalo Bills family. We're part of the Bills Mafia.
Those
Oh
people,
my God,
know.
That's a great photo.
those people are nuts still up there.
Grant's gone.
Yeah.
I'm still here. Sorry. Yeah.
Why'd you leave me hanging?
I meant to reply.
What
yeah.
the hell?
Yeah, granted, we won't bring up the bathroom thing again if you don't want us to.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's okay. I don't mind.
Seriously. We won't bring it up again.
All right. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Thanks.
Well,
You know, a simple way to solve that, though, if you put dye in your water supply, like in the water heater, have it run through the pipes, it'll show exactly where the leak's at, and it'll be like a big purple dye on your wall.
Okay.
do you have like maybe some dye left over from
Easter.
dyeing Easter eggs or something? You could maybe find that when you get back and do it.
Food coloring. You got any food
Yeah,
coloring?
food coloring. Yeah, maybe is that different than dye?
I think I do have some Poss Easter egg things.
Oh yeah, Pos.
Pause.
I always forget that name. Ooh, and I'm sorry. Hold on, I'm doing one of
Yum.
these.
Everyone's doing a little something. something.
You big Zen guy?
Everybody's got a price.
Zen head.
Yeah, well, I'm down to 3. I was doing 2 6 milligrams
Holy shit.
for
At the same time?
a year or longer.
Yeah.
You were going upper and double decker? Just
No, just down.
oh,
And now I
God,
can't even
William.
do down anymore. Or maybe I could, but it's like I messed something up. So now I just do up 1 3 milligram. So I need to eventually stop, but ooh, I am addicted to these things.
Yeah. I don't feel like these or those have long-term studies enough to see what the actual side effects
Yeah, we don't know. It could end up being worse than like
Probably.
chewing tobacco.
The science
or
isn't
something.
there yet.
Because
Yeah.
this is
But-
so convenient. You can do it. I wake up in the morning and reach for it where you'd have to go outside and get
It's
coffee.
got to be
cigarette.
worse for you.
Well, you're doing it at a
gotta-
higher volume,
Yeah.
right? So,
Uh,
but if my dad knew I was smoking fab, he'd be rolling over in his grave if he was dead. You know what I'm saying?
He's alive. He's riffing.
Is he with your mom or your mom?
Is he running jokes again? No, they divorced when I was 9.
Oh, okay.
But they did some weird shit on the back end where like they were. I understand now that they were just trying to spice it up. But I remember when I was like 8, I woke up from a nightmare and all the lights in the house were on, but my parents weren't there. And I just happened to look outside and there's a porch light was on and there's a tent in the backyard. And I go to the
Oh.
tent and they're just fucking beating the brakes off of each other,
Oh,
just like
no.
sexual. And I just ran inside. And later I asked him, I was like, "What were y'all doing?" He's like, "Well, I was trying to save the marriage. We were spicing it up." I go, "So you took her and fucked her in a tent in the backyard? That was spicing it up. That's where it led to." So
And you're 8 years old.
yeah,
What were you guys doing back
there.
Yeah, just elastic and sweat. Looked like the scene from Titanic where that hand comes up, goes down.
Yeah, it can get foggy up in those tents.
Hot.
It can get sweaty.
It was
Yeah,
midsummer night, 85 degrees with full humidity, dude.
How are you doing
Damn.
that?
Yeah.
Well, the sweetie, your dad trying to spice it up. I mean, that's kind of
Yeah, I
fun.
mean, yeah, it was nice.
The tent in the backyard.
Baby Lazer.
Yeah.
So cool. Did you have a mullet back then, Lazer?
I had a rat tail.
Wow.
Rat
really?
tail in the back. Yeah.
So
my
cool.
parents pretty white trash.
So cool.
They'd fight all the time. I remember when we went to Disney World one year, or not Disney World, SeaWorld right there in San Antonio.
Mhm.
But this is back before you could GPS shit on your phone, so you had to get MapQuest. And my mom would get us lost, and my dad would be like, what the fuck? She'd like pull over and ask for directions. He's like, you got too much pride for that. And they're screaming and hollering. Swear to God, I took a like a hard candy lifesaver, and choked on it on purpose so they would fucking come together to save me, to try to salvage the marriage. And they split about 2 weeks later, but
Oh my gosh.
It had the opposite effect.
yeah. Yeah,
She-
but for that
I feel
moment,
like our kid's choking now. He's now starting to choke.
I know.
Something's wrong with him,
yeah,
with his health.
yeah, look at rat tail.
We need a clean break. He's choking all the time.
But whatever, dude. Parents divorce. You get 2 Christmases. It's not a big deal.
More presents.
Yeah, was it okay?
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, you just get dropped off at a Walmart on Christmas Day, like a gift exchange, a hostage exchange to go to one parent's house to the other. Other than that, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine divorced when I was 7.
Called trauma. Your parents are still together, though.
Yeah, Larry and Francis are still together.
Hell yeah.
My mom went to the emergency room last night.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, her diverticulitis was acting up again. And I think that's God coming after me, because I used to joke about diverticulitis all the time, about me having it. Now my poor mama has it. So I think it's like God punishing me or something. But yeah, she texts me, I'm going to the hospital. I'm like, bitch, I'm going on stage in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Why
why
are you
you-
texting me now?
Stop
You're gonna
scaring
hit
me.
me with
I'm
that.
kidding. Yeah,
Yeah.
but seriously, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then my car's towed. I'm like, what's going on? My life's falling apart
Bad
tonight.
karma. Bad karma. Bad energy.
Getting you.
I know. I got to figure it out, Casey. It's not good. I don't know why I'm attracting this bad stuff right now. I really don't,
You
kind
gotta treat others how you want to be treated.
It's from
I
past
know.
sins.
I know.
What is diverticulitis?
You need fiber.
Something with your tummy. I don't know. They were going to have her a colostomy bag on her till the day that she
What?
died a year or
Whoa.
2 ago, and they got some second opinion, and they didn't have to do it. But the first doctor they went to, they were like, yeah, we're just going to give
Yeah,
you a
like-
colostomy bag for the rest of your
Oh my
life.
God.
You get some
That's
sort of
pretty
like
drastic.
pockets in your
Yeah.
tummy. You have to be good about your fiber intake.
Yeah, you have to be good about your fiber. So I don't know. I mean, my dad always drank prune juice. Francis never drank prune juice. I don't know if there's a connection there.
Oh, it runs
Yeah,
in
put
the
your glasses on.
family.
What do you think?
Yeah, what do you think about that? Yeah, it
Oh, this is
happens.
not good.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not good at all.
Because see, that's what poor mama was doing last night. She was having real bad pains right there.
Ah.
Yeah. And then they're at the hospital, and then I'm calling
Oh,
my...
it's got little lumps on it.
Little udders.
Yeah,
Udder.
it has little udders. That's where the little animals that live in there, they drink their water. out
That's
of
where
that.
the baby gets food from there.
Yeah, the little babies drink their stuff from that. But then they don't turn into real babies because they're only in that part of your body, which I think is an open space. When I was a little boy, I used to think when you ate like food, it would just drop into like a cavern. I swear to God, that was making dripping noises. That's what I thought.
Like Osmosis Jones.
Yeah. I always thought that's what it was. It was just a big old empty space inside of you, and your food just like plops down in
Just
like
a
water.
A cavern. I like
Yeah, it was a cavern in there.
How would you have known?
I know. Nobody taught me science stuff yet. Nobody taught me anything yet. I was just going off of the seat of my pants.
It's weird, the concept of like, this is kind of far out, but like little kids don't know anything. Like they don't know anything. Like you have to teach them everything. They're like,
Everything.
what's that? You're like, that's a chair. How do you not know what a chair is?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
They
You're like,
don't
fuck,
know.
we got to start at chairs. Where are we going from here? If I got to start at chairs, there's so much you don't know about like baseball, hockey,
Yeah.
tennis. Those are just sports.
Yeah.
Talking about your emotions. Like
Emotion.
different stuff. Yeah.
NASA,
Death.
race car, death,
Yeah. How do you explain
Taxes.
death and stuff? Yeah,
different
taxes.
kinds of French food.
I'm scared of like having to teach them, hey, don't fucking eat that off the ground.
Yes.
Because my dog eats everything. And
I
I'm just kind
know,
of like,
isn't it a
how do we
headache?
watch them to like, hey, because they don't know that that's poison. Don't put that industrial cleaner in your body.
they
You
don't
know,
know.
like,
Yeah.
Does your dog like to Find
It
things.
fucks everything up, dude. It's the little things on the door. They go. It's ripped all of those off. All of them. It's 13 weeks. It's a small 13-pound dog. Is relentless, dude. And
That was
it's
just a
like,
baby.
It's teething, but their teeth are like fucking just.
Oh, I saw him. I see.
Yeah, dude.
Pull up Mr. Yucky.
Mark of
Grant.
the beast. Dude.
Mr.
Damn.
I thought cats were girls and dogs were boys when I was little. Did y'all think that too, or is that just a me thing? I swear to God, I thought that until I was like 9. Till I was 9.
Why?
That's
What?
funny.
How
Yeah.
How did you think they had babies?
Oh, little world of little cat dog.
That's
back on the
Mr.
road or
Yucky.
back in.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's Mr. Yucky.
Oh yeah.
That helps kids not drink poison.
Ugh.
Well, that's probably smart.
Yeah.
Something like that. Kind of a scary.
Yeah, it scares them away from the object. They go, "Ah." They
Well, I
get
think
away.
both of y'all would be very good parents. Casey and I think Casey will. I don't know.
Do you want kids? Y'all want kids?
I'm gonna be a great dad. I just gotta find the right person.
You got to get
Yeah.
a couch. You can't have 2 directors' chairs.
I
and
have
a
a couch.
child.
I have a
Okay.
couch.
Yeah.
My son can. You know what? My son can take the bed. I'm sleeping on the couch. How about that? How's that for being
And your
a good
son
dad?
would like the freaking bed because he can end up sitting up all the way. He can press the buttons. That'd be fun.
When he inherits my arrhythmia, he can sit up. The curse of the father. So tragic.
Do you think you would ever have kids? I mean, but this new lady, do you think she wants children? If y'all
she
continue
does.
to go together,
She does. I just want to be in a spot in my life where it's like, we don't have to worry about that little money part right there. You know, I don't have to be gone all the time. I want to be in a situation where I'm like, have a kid, I want to be there. Because my dad was there and my parents were good. Like, they were good. Like, even separated, they were good. So, and yeah, probably eventually, right? I figure, but I'll probably have like 3 girls, though. God's going to punish me for all the terrible things I did. Man, they're just going to.
girl dad. You'd be a sweet girl dad.
And they're just going to be whores. I know it.
No.
I know it. Just whore, but smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, steal your credit card when you pass out type shit. I can already see it coming.
Like Scamanda. We watched this freaking documentary.
What is
There's
that?
This horrible woman named Scamanda.
Scamanda Bynes.
Yeah.
Sorta.
Yeah.
The Scamanda show.
Yes.
What does she do?
She
Lied
acted
about
like she
having
had cancer. And then she's going to the church, and the church is
Scamming
doing
everybody?
donations on Sundays just
Oh,
for her
God.
to keep the cat.
Oh.
And then she had a GoFundMe, and she got over it. She ended up getting like $400,000 or something. People are thinking, and she's about to get out of jail. She was only in jail for 4 years or 5 years or something.
And they think she's
gonna
going to
go scam-
reoffend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's about to go scam
She can't
more
help
people.
herself.
Once it's in your blood, once fraud's in your blood, it's hard to
Yeah,
it's
she's
hard to
like
get out.
I'm sure it-
pathological liar, too. So
She's good at it, lying to all these
she's
idiots.
not that good at it. That's the thing.
And then they're all thinking after the fact, they're like, yeah, I guess it was kind of weird that she never looked sick. And I'm thinking, yeah, I think when you have cancer, you end up looking pretty sick because you're dying.
She had her eyebrows the whole time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she has her eyebrows all the time. She just does a buzz cut because she did some vlog. You can look up the vlog. She was a psychopath. And you feel bad for the people. But again, it's like you would think that the lady would end up getting sick and you're just being a total idiot giving this random woman money. Like, you almost feel bad for the people, but it's like, they're
But
idiots.
look, I mean, it seems like she's definitely gone through some trouble.
She cut her hair
Look,
short.
she has her oxygen too. Yeah, she would end up going to the ER all the time and taking selfies in the ER with like,
And, like,
shit she would
And
take.
taking some stuff with her to go.
Well, look at that forehead
Yeah.
vein. Look
I
at
mean-
that forehead vein. You don't trust anybody
Dude,
with a
she's
vein like
kind
No,
of
that.
it's
hot
crazy.
bald though.
She looks better bald, I'll
She
say
looks
that.
better bald than the other ones.
Which is troubling.
Holy shit! Maybe she was born for this. dude.
I know she could be. And in jail, she got him to take her to the hospital 25 times in jail.
in
So
18 months.
In
but
18
she's-
months. So she has not. Yeah,
She just has
so
like
she's nuts.
Munchausen problems.
Yes.
On herself.
She has
Yeah, yeah.
Munchausen.
But
Yeah.
if you're gonna be that dumb to let someone scam you, like y'all remember when the internet first came around and you would get those, hey, you have a cousin in Zimbabwe that if you send me $5,000, he's left you $2 million or whatever. And I'm like, who actually falls that? My grandma sent them $20,000 in the span of 7
No.
months.
Are you
I
serious?
swear to God, I was like, you got a cousin in Zimbabwe. You went to school when they didn't let the colors in the white schools. I said, how do you have a cousin in
gosh.
Zimbabwe? But it happens. People
20,000.
on 5,000 increments over the span of 7 months. My
my
dad had to
God.
take the computer out of the house.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
God, that dude was living large, or whoever was scamming your poor grandmother.
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
Here's the Nigerian prince scam, dude.
Yeah. Is that him?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? There was literally one
It was
person
one guy.
who was
I'm
commandeering
sure
all
there
of
was-
those
yeah.
This is
scams?
one of the guys, I guess.
Wow.
This one was a guy in Louisiana.
Sidale? I know where that's at. That's where they filmed True Detective.
Yes, it is.
Oh, really?
That's a great series.
It's right by Lake Charles.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. How do we know? Well, we've been.
That's a good part of the song by The Band when he says, Lake Charles, Louisiana. What song is that by The Band where they say...
Acadian Driftwood?
Yeah, I
I
forgot.
love the band, dude.
Levon Helm.
Levon Helm is him.
We all like him. Robbie Robertson.
Right. Well, he was kind of
Yeah.
a dick.
Sure.
He was. My mom had sex with him, too.
You're kidding.
Swear, in the 80s.
How do you know that?
She
I mean,
says. She said.
Showed me the love letters and the pictures and the Polaroids. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. That's what she claimed. Her and then Alice Cooper she dated Alice Cooper for a little while.
So she would go to like the concerts and then meet the people?
Yeah, back when I forget what it is now, but the Compact Center in Houston, she was like a big Penny Lane kind of
like a roadie.
yeah, kind of like a girl roadie. Oh yeah,
Wow.
And
Damn.
she's got some cool stories.
Cool.
I want to see a picture of her after the show.
You got it, bud.
Yeah, I'd just like to see how she looked. Maybe as Casey said, you need to start taking her ass on the road with you. Because I'm sure they believe it's your mom. I would guess because you're being probably very genuine about it.
Yeah.
I'm sure people are
you'll know.
loving that.
Yeah, and she's cool.
I'm
She's
sure
cool.
that's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I would think that's hilarious. That
Yeah,
sounds
she's
wild.
she gets belligerent sometimes, and you're just like, Ma, we're not on the back porch of the house. You can't say these things out loud. You know what I'm
I'm sure
saying?
she's getting a kick out of you doing all the
she loves
comedy.
it. She
yeah.
loves it, but yeah.
Oh
You know.
gosh.
Yeah, my mom came to see me in Chicago this weekend, and she gave her home address to somebody.
No, she didn't.
She did.
No.
For
these-
mail, for a visit.
These people were wearing these shirts that said "Make me come," and they were like,
No.
"We want to give one to Casey." And I was doing the meet and greet, and she was like, well, I guess I can't give you his address. I'll just give you my address." And
They didn't have it with them for her to grab?
No.
Oh.
my God.
I was like, Mom, you
gosh.
cannot give people your home address. You cannot do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
didn't
someone
believe
showed
me.
up knocking at William's parents' house.
People do. I mean, people do that. They want to meet Mama Rev.
Well, it's sweet about they were wearing the "Make Me Come" shirt.
Well, it's not even
Oh
a
my
joke of mine. Like,
gosh.
that's not even something I talk about.
Did
I
she
don't
ever
know why
get the
I'd want
shirt, or
that.
they just got her address?
Well, this just happened, so
Okay, okay.
we're still
We'll
waiting
see.
for the shirt.
Did you?
I don't really want the shirt. That's kind of gross.
It's never even
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
come.
yeah.
So
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, it's sweet of her. I think her heart's in the right place, but yeah, she has to be careful. She has to be
Yeah.
so careful.
I know she was just trying to help.
Oof. But yeah, when somebody's showing up at her place, like my freaking parents, like I don't even need to talk
drove
about
from
that.
out of state.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, nightmare.
Interesting move, but yeah.
All right, I gotta go. I gotta go to Dallas. I love you guys.
Cool. Love
Yeah,
you too. It
thanks
was
for
a lot
having
of
me, guys.
fun. Yeah, oh my gosh, Uncle Lazer, thank you so much for being on the podcast, dude.
Yeah, thanks
It
for
was a lot
having
of fun. Cool. I will read these names out, and then if you have to leave, because you're at the show tonight.
Yeah.
But yes, Jenny J, Jess, these are our mercenaries. Joe Kive, John Shaw, Justin Threckle, Captain Chaos, Casey's mom, Kyle Heath, Larry, Lawyer Joe, Lil Miss Becky. That's different. Nice Wizard, Nissan Pappy, Robert Bushel, Ruby Jewel Sparkle, Shani Kaya from the Big Island, Satrack, Sergio Shiva, Stephen Fournier, Kiltony Facebook group, The Gaming Crooner, The Wizard, Vanderweed, White Magic, William and Casey, The Cats, William Gearin, William Ramsey, Worm Drive Show on YouTube, Choose Your Own Adventure, Zombie Warlock, Anthony Whiplash Marginson, Ashley Belfield, Beef. He's a wrestler.
Beef.
Ben Hashin, Bobby Beltman, Brendan Riley, Bryce-Scar, Daniel Hunter, Danja Fox, Destiny A. Ford,
Destiny.
Dingleberry Harry, Do all uncles kiss on the lips? Dova
Yeah.
King, Dr. P. Dugan, Eli Slugworth, Gators Godmother, Goldie Mae Star, Grantsworth's Nightmare, Hurley at WMS.lol. I love Big Macs. I poison his Big Mac. Jesse J, Jenny J, and Jess again. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of The William Montgomery Show. Send your questions, artwork, and manifestos to thewilliammontgomeryshow@gmail.com. Leave William a voicemail at 737-471-1098. And never miss an episode of The William Montgomery Show by subscribing to The William Montgomery Show channel on YouTube and anywhere podcasts are sold. Check out William online at william.f.montgomery1 on Instagram. For more William Montgomery, check out Kill Tony on YouTube and check him out live at the Comedy Mothership in Austin, Texas every Monday night. Find more of me, Casey Rocket, at patreon.com/Casey Rocket. Follow me on Instagram at Casey Rocket. This episode of The William Montgomery Show was recorded at Record ATX Studios, right here in the heart of Austin, Texas. The William Montgomery Show is produced by William Montgomery. The anthem is sung by William Montgomery. The drums are sung by William Montgomery. The words are sung by William Montgomery. The William Montgomery Show is a Fanny Co. production. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
Who the fuck said that? I'm trying to have fun tonight.